In this video, we are going to analyze the first smartwatch with fully native factory-integrated ChatGPT, the CMF Watch 3 Pro from nothing. We'll review its pros and possible cons compared to its predecessor, the CMF Watch 2 Pro, which incorporates ChatGPT through the post-launch update. So you can choose your ideal smartwatch with ChatGPT in less than 10 minutes. I recommend that you stay until the end of the video because we'll explain something that few people know: how to get the most out of OpenAI's artificial intelligence with this smartwatch. Without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, in terms of design and display, it's worth noting that the Watch 3 Pro features a 1.43-inch AMOLED display, which is larger than its predecessor's 1.32-inch display. It also has a 10% larger screen-to-body ratio with a fluidity of 60 Hz and greater brightness, reaching 670 nits compared to 620 in the previous model. In addition, it includes the option to activate the always-on display function, so you can choose to see the time even when the screen is off, which is very convenient if you are someone who wants to know the time frequently. However, in terms of design and as possible disadvantage, you should know that the new model no longer includes the option to swap bezels, i.e. the physical bezel around the watch, so this has become a unique feature of the Watch Pro 2. To offset, the Watch 3 Pro includes more than 120 fully customizable virtual bezels, 20 more than its predecessor, including animated and interactive versions so you can add a personal touch to your everyday life. Secondly, in terms of geolocation, the Watch Pro 3 integrates a dual-band GPS system with 5 navigation systems, providing faster positioning and better route stability in dense cities and wooded trails, which is a notable improvement over its predecessor. Thirdly, in terms of health and sleep data monitoring, the Watch Pro 3 analyzed data very similar to the previous model, such as heart rate, blood oxygen saturation level, and sleep stage. However, it incorporates new optical and motion sensors that capture more detailed signals and finer variations in blood flow and heart rate, resulting in more accurate health data tracking and deeper analysis of sleep stage, even recognize short naps. When it comes to physical exercise, our friends at Nothing have also incorporated improvements into this new model. On the one hand, it includes 131 sports modes with an intelligent recognition system, 11 more than its predecessor. But in addition, the Watch 3 Pro allows us to create an 8 to 16-week sports program based on our goals, fitness level, and recovery. Fourthly, in terms of battery life, there are also slight improvements in the Watch 3 Pro, incorporating 345 mAh compared to 305 in its predecessor, giving us 13 days of battery life with typical use, 2 days more than the Watch Pro 2, 11 days with intensive tracking, or 4.5 days if we have the always-on displays function activated. This brings us to the integrated artificial intelligence tools. And before talking about ChatGPT, we should highlight some very interesting features included in the Watch Pro 3. On the one hand, it's capable of generating post-workout summaries that include recommendations on recovery times and endurance predictions. And on the other hand, the built-in recorder in this new model with 30 minutes of memory allows you to instantly save ideas, meeting notes, or reminders of upcoming tasks. Regarding the use of ChatGPT, as we mentioned it at the beginning of the video, the Watch Pro 3 is the first smartwatch with good features and from a quality brand that includes 100% native and factory-integrated ChatGPT. Thanks to ChatGPT being integrated into the watch, we won't need to use any intermediary applications to use it, such as GPT from Android or PTI on Apple devices. This makes our life a lot easier and allows OpenAI to work more smoothly. However, if you prefer to choose from a wider range of smartwatch and don't mind using intermediary apps, here's a video where I review the 5 best smartwatch compatible with ChatGPT using these apps. As we say, having OpenAI natively on the Watch Pro 3 allows ChatGPT to answer questions directly from the watch, act as a virtual assistant like Siri or Google Assistant, send reminders, and respond with natural text, all in a smooth and fast way. To do this, we need to download both the company's new revamped app called NothingX and the official ChatGPT app to our phone, 2 apps that are easily downloadable and completely free. However, there is a way to get even more out of ChatGPT on this smartwatch, and the truth is that most people don't know this. But the key is to use a smartphone from the same company, i.e. a Nothing brand phone. If we use a smartphone from this brand, with the Nothing 2.5 operating system or higher, we'll have access to the most exclusive features of ChatGPT with our Chat Pro 3. For example, we can transfer ChatGPT conversations from the watch to the phone and follow them without interruption. We can have quick access through widgets and native system shortcuts, full integration with phone apps, allowing us to copy a ChatGPT response directly to message or mail, as well as full integration with other devices, such as Nothing headphones, for very smooth voice interaction. This doesn't mean that we cannot use ChatGPT on the Watch Pro 3 if we have another mobile phone. We'll be able to use it with the features described above, but if we decide to purchase a mobile phone from this company, we'll be able to enjoy the most exclusive and advanced advantages we have just mentioned. However, in the case of the Watch Pro 2, it's a different story, and I recommend paying close attention to the following information, so that you don't find yourself unable to use ChatGPT if you end up buying it. As we mentioned at the beginning of the video, the Watch Pro 2 didn't come with ChatGPT integrated as a standard, but was updated later. For this reason, if you want to use OpenAI on this smartwatch, you'll need to get a Nothing phone, as you will not be able to use it if you have an Android or Apple operation system phone. Maybe you may not be familiar with Nothing smartphones, but I can tell you that they are mid to high-end devices and have quite good reviews from users, with their 3 main devices achieve a 4.5 star rating on Amazon. In terms of price, they suit all budgets, ranging from $200 for their mid-range to $800 for their high-end devices. I leave a link in the description to 3 Nothing smartphones with version 2.5 or higher of their operating system, so you can choose ChatGPT with the exclusive advantages we have discussed. If you would like to make a video analyzing Nothing smartphones in depth, please let me know in the comments, and I will be happy to take out my glass to explain all the details of these smartphones. Returning to Nothing's smartwatch, we just need to mention their price, which, believe it or not, is very competitive, coming in at under $100. On the one hand, the Watch Pro 2 is currently available for just over $60. And if we look at its price history, we can see that it's at one of the lowest prices in the last 3 months. On the other hand, the Watch Pro 3 can be purchased for $99, a price it has maintained since its release at the end of July 2025. As always, I really appreciate all your support, whether through likes, comments, sharing the video, or using the links in the description. Without further ado, I send you my best regards and see you in the next video.